most commonly stupid question you got in the store?
So, same, like you can tap the fucking thing. So, they still make records, huh? Do people buy it? It's like, no, dickhead, this is a museum that you come in for free. Or I get, so, do you buy records? Yeah, we do. How much do you pay for records? Like, it depends on the record. I have to see it to be able to tell you. Well, it's always like this dramatic pause. Like, if it's not fucking Shakespeare, ask me your question.
Yeah. Or the people who don't know the alphabet.
Do you buy my record today?
Yeah, and so, well, I have this. I see you're selling this for $200. I have that exactly. Will you give me $190 for it? It's not how business works. I'll give you $25 for it if you have that. You don't have that. Are you from Japan? No, you don't have the Japanese pressing. End of story. No, I have everything in the store. It's like, I guarantee that you don't have a Krieg record. I guarantee you don't have a Mayhem record. You know, well, do people still buy this? And then here's the other thing.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to need a prop for this.
Okay.
All right, so basic CD shape. Steve Martin. Good. Say we put them in like this. People will put them in like this, and they'll sit and fucking fight it. Shapes. We learned it in preschool. Everybody learned it. I don't care if you dropped out in 7th grade. Yeah. So, like, they'll leave shit all over the place. And then I had a guy come in, be like, I'll just use the Beatles. It's the most common band. Where are the Beatles? In B. Where's that? In between A and C. Can you show me? So I'll get up and be like, right here. And then I'm the asshole. Every time. This guy's a jerk off. Because I got up and showed you the second letter of the alphabet. It goes like this. Left, it's like if you read. We're not, you're not reading, what are languages that go from right to left? Like Hebrew and Japanese, right? You're not reading from, from this. You're reading from this. It's the same as everything. You read can of beer. Goes like that. You read stop sign. Goes like that.
Love your job.
All right.
Yeah. Now, here's a good question for you.
All right.
Do you care what people think of you?
Yes.
You do?
I actually do. I care that the people know that no matter how, like I obviously don't take myself very seriously in a lot of manners, but every single piece of music that I've ever written, every word that I've sang on someone's album or my albums, I've meant it. And I have this bizarre need for people to know that what I do comes from a place of sincerity and integrity. And they can say whatever shit they want, like big thing, oh, that guy's fat. Or, his music's mediocre, whatever. You can think my music sucks, but you need to know that everything is meant. It's all honest.
Right.
And I don't know if a lot of musicians can say that about what they do.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I'm sure Fred Durst can.
How about you? Do you care what people think of you?
It's similar sense. It's I put a lot of effort into the music I write, and
coat's coming off.
Gotta.
Oh yeah.
I take that very seriously, but everything else is just, whatever.
Okay. Also, on the whatever. Have you guys ever had any weird experiences with your penis?
Like that's completely subjective. Like,
Weird to whom?
Didn't I just tell you a weird experience with my penis?
Yeah. No. Well, maybe something interesting happened with it.
It went in a woman once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
I created a child
I've been trying to get
once.
that going for 37 years.
Yeah, he's a father.
Yeah, that's about as weird as it gets.
Do you ever have any bikini chicks coming in off the boardwalk?
Honestly, less than you would imagine. I mean, you do get a lot of women scantily clad, but are they ones that you want to see?
Yeah.
10 miles of bad road. Look like a fucking old boot.
Going back to music again.
Okay.
Do you think there's any bands in the underground that should pat you in the back and thank you?
Yeah, I do. A lot of people don't understand that a lot of what is modern American black metal right now, I had my fingers in almost all of it. with the exception of Wolves in the Throne Room. I didn't have shit to do with that. But, you know, there's certain bands, I'm not going to name names because that'll sound petty, but there's certain bands now that are pretty large that I helped get their first record deal, or I introduced to the right people. And there's almost no American black metal band that you can name that I somehow do not have some kind of connection to. And this sounds incredibly cocky, and I don't mean for it to come off egotistical, because it's not something that I feel that I'm better than anybody else for. But at the same time, you know, I see certain bands just expanding that, you know, while they were at an underground level, we were cool. And I would do whatever I could to help them. And then once they, you know, say the playing field was no longer level, they just stepped over me. And then I've watched them step over every single person who's gone to help them.
That's common in the industry, I guess.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
What do you think about melodic black metal?
Mulatto black metal?
Yeah, mulatto. You like mulatto black metal?
Was it melodic black metal? It depends. I base all music individually. If I enjoy it, if there's something that I can pull from it, if there's
I'm glad you're saying that. I'm glad you're not just like, no, I don't listen to that. I'm glad that you're saying what you're saying.
I feel that way with all music. It's not just metal. I mean, there can be the ugliest, rawest black metal, and if I don't get anything from it, then I don't care.
Well, tell me a melodic black metal band that you like.
Contemporary or otherwise?
Nah, whatever.
Whatevs McGivs.
I mean, of course, something like Dissection, you know, that was amazing.
Sacramento.
Rune Magic, if we're going to talk about Sacramento. Algalon, I don't know how to say it. The old Swedish band that was on Wounded Love and Full Moon Productions. A lot of the old Greek stuff was incredibly melodic, but it also had like quite a feeling to it. And then, you know, you look at some of the stuff that Horna does is incredibly melodic and really good. Satanic War Master, I think, has a lot of melody, and that's good, but it's also raw at the same time. I don't know, there really is a lot of melodic bands that, you know, really can just make you feel something. Woe is fairly melodic, and I think that, you know, what Chris does is very good.
What about the Hot Topic-y type bands, black metal bands like Cradle of Filth, Dimmu?
Well, I still thoroughly enjoy the original Stormblast. That's one of the things that catapulted me into the whole. That and Emperor pretty much launched me into it.
Light Side Eclipse.
Yes, that was my first black metal CD that I ever purchased.
Untouchable.
They're not really, they're not in the sphere of what I do now, so I don't, like, I don't hate them for being, you know, overproduced, symphonic, whatever. They don't think anything of me, and I don't think anything of them. If they're doing well, then hey, all the success to them.
Get that cheddar.
But you know, it's just something. If I don't like something, I don't go out of my way anymore. I used to when I was younger and more of an asshole than I am now. If I didn't like something, I would go out and I would want to just destroy it. Now, if I don't like something, I turn my back to it. It doesn't affect me, and anything I do is not going to affect them. So who cares? It's just time wasted.
Okay. We at 20 minutes? 22? Okay, I guess the last and the most important question I have for you is, are you honored to appear on Metal Rules TV, and why?
Go ahead.
I am, actually. It's cool to be able to get out and actually, you know, people be able to hear me get pissed off instead of just read me get pissed off.
Yeah.
And
visually.
Plus, it's nice. I mean, this to me is a continuation of what, you know, you would see shows on underground metal on public access back in the day, and this is the natural.
Yeah, that's actually what we were talking about. It's kind of like YouTube is the new outlet for that sort of thing.
Yeah, but now we have friends and fans all over the world who will be able to sit down and watch this and listen to us and be like, fuck that guy, I'm never supporting him again.
They say that about us every week, and they come back from work.
Yeah. So yeah,
It's the
yeah.
same people
And
commenting.
it's a nice variation from the standard. What do you think the state of the scene is, or you know,
What are your influences?
yeah.
My influences are fuck and you.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll give you last chance here to plug anything you got coming up. Any concerts or albums or anything that's going on?
I've got a lot of bullshit coming up.
Oh man.
The first and most important thing is me and Alex have a band called Lithotome. Alex wrote all of the music for it and asked me to sing after the record had basically been constructed. And it's really just deranged death metal. Kind of reminds me a lot of Portal and that sort of style. And that's coming out on Fall of Nature Records.
December, I think.
Yeah, so
far.
Christmas time.
Yeah.
So you can stuff your stockings with that. And then my project, Twilight, with Jeff from Leviathan, Blake from Knockmistium, Dude from the Atlas Moth, and Thurston Moore. That'll be coming out on Century Media in February. The band I do, the Royal Arch Blaspheme, with John Gelso from Profanatica. Our second album just came out a few weeks ago on Hell's Headbangers, and we're going to be doing a third one next year. Krieg is still signed to Candlelight Records, even though they're not at all interested in doing my next record, at least in a timely manner. So hopefully, upon hearing this, they will drop me or give me my budget. And I'm planning a West Coast tour in early spring. Oh, and Alex just finished guitars for Krieg's side of the Krieg-Von split. So,
And we also have a split with my personal project and Bitter Peace and the Mini, and also Krieg that's coming on 7-inch. Plastic Music, don't know when, but soon.
Don't know the limitation, haven't been told.
All right. Well,
I'm sorry. Label owner wears a fedora
yeah.
in public. No, he's a good kid.
Yeah.
It's a good egg.
Yeah.
Sorry. All right.
All right. Well, I want to thank you guys.
It's a pleasure.
All right. Meta rules.